Howard Stern mailing it in. Artie Lange 2025 updates. Where's Casey Armstrong? HRABOSKY, Mark McGwire, baseball, YouTube algorithms for 2025. Hi there, I'm your friend, Brad, and I'm here to host and make your day a little brighter as we talk about the Stern Show. We talk baseball. Yesterday, on this date, 1986, Howard Stern Show returns to New York morning radio, WXRK. So big day in Stern history, and that was in '86. So we're talking what, 40 years? Yeah, next year it'd be 40 years since he was on WXRK for the first time. Now he's nowhere. No one listens. Does anyone listen? I'll have to ask you guys. The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon premiered this week in 2014. Is that crazy that he has hosted the Tonight Show for 10 years? I mean, where is he at now? Is he ahead of, it goes probably what, Carson, Leno, and now Jimmy Fallon, right? I think that's crazy. WXRK! Stuttering John days. That was my Richard Simmons. Do you remember when Don Swayze was on Stern? Don Swayze? I do not. Who is your best guest from the Stern Show so far? I was happy to get Tom Chiasano on this show. I think Tom is was kind of high profile, doesn't do it a lot. I love Tim Sabian. Scott DePace. DePace did it once. I don't think he's going to do it again. So you go back and look at the archives, and I sometimes, I don't know if you notice, I actually post some of this stuff again so you can see it if you've missed it. Some people get really pissed when I do that. Ooh, boy, do they get pissed. Because I was telling my wife about the time when Tom beat up his suit because I was having a problem with a hanger in my closet up there, and I almost ripped my eye out when I was so pissed off. But Tom was instant fun because he did it in the interview too, by the way. He goes, because, absolutely. Here comes Tom, time to stop having fun. Tom is doing well, by the way. And what a good man. He was very helpful. My mom was died of cancer, I think, 3 years ago. And Tom gave her a couple calls and was very helpful. We love Tom. I love when John beat Tom on the golf course. It's pretty Cheapasano. There's some really good YouTube channels out there with some Tom stuff. Do people get angry when you post Artie Lange update over and over again? Yeah, I see like 1 or 2 comments. I think those are just the outliers. I think people enjoy it. People know what I'm doing. Did I show you? Did you see that I had Emmys? I talked about this in the last live stream. Not just one Emmy. No. I have 4 of them. I can only hold 2 at a time. But these are real Emmys. Yeah. I don't know why they're trying to take these back upstairs. Actually, someone wanted to see them. So I brought them down so people could see them. Oh, I forgot to put my microphone. Lance, you gotta tell me I forgot that I don't have a, now we're official. We get the Larry King, hello. Jersey, hello. Just looking, yeah, Tom Chiasano. So he was probably my favorite that I have to say, because well, he was a big part of the best, one of the best eras, and he covered the Artie era, which I love. So he was around for Artie. Maybe I'll repost my Tom Chiasano interview. So happy birthday, Dre. If you're feeling gay, wanna roll in the hay, who you gonna call? It's Molly Ringwald's birthday today. She was born in 1968. That would make Molly Ringwald, is she 60? What's the math on this, guys? She's, hold on, I can do the math. I can do it, hold on. She's 56? I can't do the math, shit. Artie era is the best. I always believe that. Artie era, I love the Jackie era too. I grew up on the Jackie era. That's how I found the show. The Channel 9 show is like the best thing that ever happened. Did you guys get to see that when you were like young? Like that thing was on at 3 in the morning here in St. Louis. And I taped it. Like Channel 11 here in St. Louis used to have the weirdest shit. Bizarre. Remember the show? Thank you. 57. Happy birthday. Bizarre with John Biner. They used to show nudity on that show. I was on like local TV at 11 o'clock on Channel 11. Anyway, the Stern Show came on, Channel 9 show. I think we got it the last, I think we had the last 30 shows that he did. But God, it was so funny. Never seen anything like it. Got some more lists here. That's the end of my prepared material for this group. The Jackie Puppet, Billy West. Oh yeah, there's some good stuff. Billy West. I just gone down an OJ hole. Everyone has an OJ hole, don't they? And when Al Michaels comes in, this is not Al Michaels. This is a totally farcical call. Billy West doing Al Michaels is so incredibly great. When he did March Shot when Pete Rose came in, I think that's the two best moments Billy West ever had on the show. But he was doing Al Michaels. Anyway, remember when Casey lost his shit on Howard? Yes, I do. Bullshit. Like he lost, like you could see it just coming through his, and then he stopped. Casey's been on the show. We're gonna get him on again, hopefully sooner or later. I know he was doing a YouTube. Is he still doing his YouTube thing? I hope he's okay. I always do. I'm gonna text him. You want it too cold? You don't want it too cold? You don't want it too hot? I'll just give this to Jason. Jason's gonna do all these things. I remember that. Oh God, what a great moment. Get Casey on the program. Casey's been on this program. He was one of the first Stern guests to ever be on this program. The first one I think I ever did was Stuttering John. Is that right? Way back in the day, Stuttering John came in town and did some stand-up comedy at a shithole over in Illinois. So we went and saw him. Got pictures. We drank with him. We had a good time. I bought his beer, but we were drinking a lot. But yeah, it was a fun time. And then Casey was doing he had a book or some weird shit. So I had Casey on this show too. And then I decided, let's try more. Did I tell you? I told a story on for the members. I'll let you guys in on it, a little secret. Bob Costas didn't like that I've moved into this whole Stern universe. He liked the show when he was like a fan of when I did the sports stuff. And I told him, yeah, well, it's not making a lot of money though, and not a lot of people watch it. I got to be honest. So if you remember, you could see that story. I tell that to my members. There's also super chats right there on the right. Just click it. Where's it at? I see it. You just hit that little button there on the right, and that's a super chat. There's super thanks. Check the description. There's all kinds of good stuff in there. You can look at easy access to the playlist and some other stuff. Yep. Of course I bought his beer. Where are we at? 25 minutes? Okay. Who else? Oh, I tried. Where's my guy? My guy's been asking for Gay Rich. I did try to, I contacted Gay Rich, Dave, did not hear back. But from the old days, I don't even know if this is the right number or right email, but I've tried. So I want to, I know, DW. He's not here though today. One of our all-time favorite people that join us, Dice Godfrey is. Yeah, so I was just wondering, like, how do you get invited to the SNL 50? Like, was every cast member invited? It seemed like there's like just this little group that I kept seeing. Like, I kept seeing Tina Fey and Amy Poehler and Seth. I wanted to see more Bill Murray. I wanted to see Robert Downey Jr. Get Ganji and Grillo. Well, that could be done. We'll see. Ganji's been on before. Grillo's been on before. So we'll work on that. I watched this Gabby Petito Netflix documentary last night. Man. Yeah, I guess I can't say what I really want to say about that. Good documentary, though. Dr. Liga. Scott was all about the money. So, what did I say? We have baseball coming up. So if you have never been here, and during baseball season, we talk a lot of baseball. We talk Stern. We talk Artie. We talk Mark McGwire and the Cardinals. Getting texts right now. Does anybody play craps? I want to play craps. I've been watching these craps channels. I'm learning how to throw the dice. You're not supposed to flick them. I thought you're supposed to flick them. It's all about the arm. This guy puts out a book. This guy put out was it a book? Anyway, he got banned from the casinos because he learned how to throw dice without having them flip. He had a technique, and now he teaches it. He can't go to casinos, so now he teaches it. I'm trying to learn how to play. Get Artie for a 3-hour interview. Nice. Click, click. Cubs fans, Cardinals stink. All right. John the Stutter. I'm not a fan of John the Stutter. Never was. I didn't enjoy him on the show, and I almost thought the stutter was not real. It turns out it was. But I was not a fan of John the Stutterer. Um, who else is on my list? Let's see. So I always go back to this because it's always interesting, I guess, to the people who's on my list to get. Where is my list? Get Bigfoot. People always say Daniel Carver. Hey, Gare, I'm not gonna make it in today. I'm sick. I'm sick as a dog. Been throwing up. I don't know what I got, but I'll be in tomorrow. I promise. I gotta get so Artie's author has been on this program before. I've been trying. So if again, I this is where I always ask. Thank you, Big Aaron. I do impressions, if maybe Dan the Song Parody Man. Dan was gonna be on way back when I started this thing up, and then decided not to. I think he still works for the show a little bit now. I don't know who. I don't know who works for the show anymore, but he was on his way, and then didn't happen. But he'd be good. Daniel Carver. I'm not real interested in hearing from Daniel Carver. Maybe I will. I just don't know if I want to put Daniel Carver on my channel. But maybe he's what's the word I'm looking for? Not refreshed, refined, revamped. I don't know. Reformed. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Big Earn. That was the word I was looking for. It's reformed. But yeah, no, we're gonna keep trying to go. I keep every couple weeks. I'm like, is this channel really? Am I gonna keep doing this? And then you guys come here and you enjoy the live stream. We got almost 40 people in here now. We have a good time. We talk. We have we do the top music songs. You guys like I can do one more lyric thing. We were playing some lyric games with the group, and who was it that kept going? Farmer? Was it Farmer was pretty good at that? I got this one. Oh, praying now to something that has never showed him anything. Oh, feeling understands the weather of the winter on its way. We love Charlie, thank you so much. I love you for loving the live stream. Hello, everybody. This is Harry Carey. I can't really do it as loud as I want because there's somebody up there making dinner, and I don't want to disturb the dinner. Hate man, I can't find him, but I did have a long conversation with Ham Hands Bill. This is something I thought I'd never say in my life. I did talk to Ham Hands Bill, and almost had him on. You know who was so close to coming on and being part of this fun was Marianne from Brooklyn, but she was very worried to come on. So what song was this? Oh, praying now to something that has never showed him anything. Oh, feeling understands the weather of the winter's on its way. How long should I wait to ask for $5,000? Is that a Dan the Song Parody Man? First, the Artie Dice thing. You took my money. God, I've been looking for Teddy too. God, he's got some stories. Tim Sabian, I thought had a number for him. I gotta get Tim on here again. I talk to Tim a lot, but he's always wary of coming on this program. Hello from Beirut. For real? Hello, Beirut. You're the best damn baseball player ever to play. Oh, it's Beirut, not Beirut. That song was, does anybody got it? Prayer, now something that's not showed him anything. Oh, feeling understands the weather of the winter's on its way. That's Pearl Jam. Together, we can take it to the end of the time. Okay, let me get back to the comments. I like to make sure I'm into the chat. How about Yucko? I've I've talked to Yucko's agent for years, and we were this close. So Yucko's a real thing now. Yucko is like Roger. No more Yucko. Although I did hear him call the Stern Show, what was it, 2 years ago? Anyway, he does some animation on Netflix. So he had a real show that was coming out, and they were promoting it. So I just was like, hey, I'd love to have him on. And it got pushed back, and then blah, blah, blah. And I was going to have his partner on. And then I think Yucko may have gotten wind that this was a Stern channel and did not. Yes, Roger Black. So Roger, I have not heard back from. A lot of people get spooked when they talk about the Stern Show. So I would have loved to have Yucko on. Wasn't there another? Who else was in that meanest listener thing? Bob Levy's supposed to come back on. I just talked to Bob Levy a month ago. Let me get that. Let me put that in my to-do file. Hold everything. Why is he not on the... He should be right at the top, right? Now, he is no longer in the Dabbleverse, right? I don't really follow the Dabbleverse that much. I enjoy Shuli. Shuli and I had a nice long chat, what, about 5-6 months ago? Bob will be in Turkey. This is what we do. We try to just figure out who the folks want to hear from on this channel. Again, super chat, super thanks, is enacted. So if you have a comment or something you want to say, thank you for doing this. We will talk baseball more. I'll try to do these more often. Eric, I like to call him Eric the actor. I don't like that negative term. Yeah, no, I had Jan on before. He was in his car driving, and I haven't heard back from him. He'd be good again, right? But we could do that. Take care. You leaving, Pitbull? All right. I don't know if that means you're leaving. Hansi. I always get his name wrong. I don't remember. Medicated Pete. What about Medicated Pete? He's still on the show now too? Who is on the show and who's listening? Is anyone? If you're in the comments, tell me. Are you listening? Do you still listen? And where are you from? 855 Welcome to Radio. We'll take your call. Debbie the pet lady. All right. I'm going to be honest. I don't know who that is. I know I've seen her. I don't know if that was way back in the day. But I'm not sure what Debbie the pet lady did and why I would want to have her. Why I'd want to have her on this program. So give me some reasons. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. How about that plane turning over? How the hell did that happen? And how did the people get out? So they're dancing on the ceiling there? Like, what the hell? Lenny Dykstra? I might be able to get Lenny Dykstra. I know Daryl Strawberry. Daryl Strawberry lives like literally 10 to 15 minutes from me. I see him at the gas station pumping. Daryl Strawman, number 18. The hated Mets. Daryl Strawberry lives right down the street. Early 2000s, always screaming with the parrot, no reason, just to see what happened to her. Debbie the pet lady. I don't remember her. I don't need whack packers. All right, thank you, Lanny. I appreciate that. This is a full service, all are welcome operation. The worst, honestly, the worst. People ask me who's the best. The worst was Fred the Elephant Boy. Oh, goodness. I couldn't understand him. I had to do subtitles for the subtitles. And then he passed. Yeah, Scott DePace, I think he's done. I think he's done doing these. He did the one. I think we got a lot out of him. I don't know if he'd have anything else to say. He's pumping gas. Not Daryl. No. Stop it. Daryl Strawberry's a good man. I think does he go to work, run a church? I don't know what he's up to. Oh, goodness gracious. What a day here, huh? Lance, what you thinking? Are you there? I'm just looking around my desk to see if there's anything to show off before I say goodbye. Has Shuli been on or Brent? Both have been on this program. And Lanny, if you go check in the description, there's a full playlist of just all of the best names from the Stern Show. Shuli and Brent both on. They both were on pretty much right after they got, well, I shouldn't say fired, right after they left the show. So they gave some interesting comments about their time at the program. Lisa G said no. Asked Lisa G maybe 3 or 4 times. She politely declined. I'd love to have Lisa G, but Steve Langford's been on. Who's the one that, I always get these two confused, between George Howard and George Flowers and Ralph Howard. One of them's dead. I'm not sure which one. The other one I talked to on the phone, and he was going to be on, and then he's ghosted me. It's so weird. Is that these people, like, they realize, I don't know what they realize. Penny Crone. Penny Crone, I really would love to talk to, because she's been around for a long time, and she had some real interesting times on the show. Penny Crone has not responded to my... Yeah, Lisa G's kind of approved. She's in her 60s now, too, right? Did she just retire or some shit? I know she wrote a book. John Lieberman. John was going to be on the show. I talked to John for a good 2 years and was working him over, and then he got a new job, and he said, I can't do it, and then he's back on the show. Casey's fine. Just saw him in AC. Is that true? What's your connection to getting these people? No connection. There's no connection whatsoever. I just, I'm a former journalist, podcaster of sports, and I was a Stern fan. So I'm like, let's get Stern people on. What's going on? And it became kind of a thing. JD, I don't think anybody who's on the show right now is going to come on. But I get the sense that there's going to be, a lot of folks no longer being part of this program once this contract's up, right? I mean, I think this thing's over. Richard Christie and I, we email each other back and forth. He's a big fan of the Chiefs. I have a buddy in Kansas City. He talks to him all the time. So maybe Richard will be on. Sal knows about the program. Him and Billy Mira. Billy Mira's been on the show. So yeah, just a lot of good folks. So I think that might do it for today. I've enjoyed this conversation. I still have people here. I like to keep just chatting it up with you. We had some good times. We had some laughs. We cried. Is today Tuesday? Is today Tuesday? I don't even know what today is. Maybe I'll come back on Thursday. Would you like to do this again? Put those notifications, set them up. I always set up the live stream like 4 to 5 hours ahead of time, so you'll see it in your feed. You'll be like, hey, look, our YouTube friend is coming back. You're crying. Chris says yes. All right, well, you guys like this? I'll be back. That's what I'll do. We'll do this again later this week. I think Thursday I could do it. I'll have to look at my schedule. It's just, I could, we'll see. We'll see about Thursday. Charlie Don't Surf, thanks for always coming. Thanks to all the regulars. And we'll try to do another one Thursday around this time. And come with ideas, thoughts. I love just talking to you, the people. It's always good to see kind of a nice number of folks coming in for this stuff. This is a nice, tight group. We like a tight group. All right. Bye for now.